Park woman released under the state's new bail reform law has been arrested again, her fourth time in a week.
Yeah, this is raising new concerns about the measure's impact on the mentally ill. News 12's Eileen LaPalmer has that story.
Maria Campione asking what's going on as she was brought to court in Mineola for a late afternoon emergency hearing in her case. The 20-year-old from Island Park has now been arrested 4 times in 1 week after being released from the Nassau County Jail on New Year's Eve under the new bail reform law. The latest 2 arrests for allegedly breaking into a car in Rockville Center over the weekend, and then yesterday for allegedly smashing a rock through this 7-Eleven window in Wantagh. After a different arrest last week, Campione was arraigned and released without having to post bail at the Hempstead court and ordered to go to Mineola to get an electronic monitoring ankle bracelet.
It's devastating because there's no place to turn.
Maria's mother spoke to me today at her home but didn't want her face shown on camera. She says Maria, who is diagnosed mentally ill, couldn't figure out how to get on public transportation to travel the more than 2 miles from Hempstead to Mineola to get that ankle bracelet. Maria's mother says the bigger issue is trying to get insurance to cover mental health services or having her daughter held after court-ordered psychiatric visits.
She's fine when she gets out, and then within hours she literally transforms. This is probably part of the bipolar.
A jail or prison is never the best place to deal with a mental health issue or a substance use disorder. It's better than the street.
Dr. Jeff Reynolds with Nassau's Family and Children's Association says there is a lack of mental health services on the island, and the revolving door problem even now more in the spotlight with this new bail reform law. Both Reynolds and Nassau's Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder say lawmakers in Albany need to go back to the table and give judges discretion to make decisions about individual suspects.
It's black and white, and that's where, because it's black and white, there is no discretion being given to the judges. If the discretion is given to the judges, they can go back and remand these people and hold them.
What's the answer going forward? And I think giving the judges more discretion is absolutely critical.
I'm just hoping that someplace, somewhere, somebody is willing to fight this and get it. She's not the only one in the situation. These are all these mentally ill kids, and it's just, you know, there's no help for them.
And that emergency hearing here in Mineola wrapped up just before 5 o'clock. A judge did order Campione held for 10 days, but only on a contempt charge for not showing up here in Mineola to get that ankle monitoring bracelet. Now, I did ask a county spokesperson if the probation department would consider putting officers in Hempstead, since that's where the majority of the arraignments happen. She said no at this point, that most other defendants have shown up and kept their appointments here in Mineola, and those who don't will be held in contempt of court. We are here in Mineola. Eileen LaPalmer, News 12, Long Island.